Welcome back to my F1 Championship Edition career mode. Today we're at the Monaco Grand Prix for round number 7, and finally, after we've got Spain out of the way last race, I can comfortably say we've got the worst ones out of the way. We're in the European season. Now we can gain some consistency and actually try and impress the teams around us and hopefully get a better driver next season, as well as not piss off Helmut Marko too much in the process. I'm going into this with the most optimism I've had all season since Bahrain, because Monaco, 1, it's not a good track for the AI, 2, I've done a fair bit of practice in the run up to the season around Monaco, 3, I didn't prepare a third point. Despite my confidence, I go straight out on qualifying because basically I want to get this lap out of the way as quickly as possible and move straight on through to Q2 and ideally Q3 as well. If we can get a lap done before drivers get in the way, that'd be absolutely ideal. That is not ideal. That is not a good start whatsoever, not a good outlap. But because it's only a red wing, the wing's not fallen off, so we are actually going to continue because I'm genuinely that confident that I can still qualify in a top 15. Was it 15 or 16? I think it might be 16. Either way, I'm confident I'm going to qualify, regardless of the broken wing. Honestly, you could feel the broken wing a little bit, but it really wasn't that much, especially compared to the likes of F1 2017 onwards, where any small bit of damage, you just can't drive the car at all. On this game, well, you can rather comfortably qualify around Monaco, with a few scrapes of the barrier along the way, but you can comfortably qualify around Monaco. At the end of our banker lap time, we're going to go P5, a fair bit off the Red Bull of David Coulthard, which is a little bit concerning, but overall, considering the damage, a phenomenal lap time. Return to the garage, we currently sit P13, which obviously isn't too safe, so we're going to go back out immediately, and hopefully qualifying with a fixed car should put us rather comfortably at the top of the field. This time around, we unfortunately do have to deal with traffic, which obviously is going to hinder our lap time, but I don't know, it still felt pretty easy. I mean, obviously it's Eder that gets in the way out of the final corner, but we're going to go up to the line for our first run with a fixed car, and we go P3 rather comfortably, and immediately I pull off at turn 1, return to the garage because that is very easily going to put us through to Q2. We absolutely destroy our teammate, we absolutely destroy Mark Webber, and more importantly, we absolutely destroy Yuji Ide, who somehow is not last. Q2 was a little more tense. I struggled to get a lap in. I think I kept invalidating at the swimming pool section, so, you know, it was a little bit tense, but, you know, we currently sit P16. My lap, I think I did get a lap in, but I just must have spun during it or got held up by traffic. Regardless, my penultimate lap time, unless we don't have to do another one, run up to the line in Q2 and we go P1, and that is why I was pretty confident all race weekends that I could actually achieve something at Monaco, because the AI are absolutely shocking. Honestly, I deserve it after the absolute abysmal experience that was Spain. Speaking of Spain, after the end of Q2, to my absolute delight, Jenson Button is out in P11. Hopefully this race, that means he's far enough away from me that he isn't able to take me out. So, welcome to Q3 at Monaco. Is this only the second time we've made it to Q3 this season? It might well be. Possibly the third, but our banker lap time, we go P4, a very solid banker lap time. We did pick up a yellow wing on one of our laps, but again, doesn't really affect us too much. Obviously, we continue to push on, burning the fuel we have. Sector 2, not too great on our second run, but not too bad at all. It's not massively off the pace. We have gone faster in Sector 1, so out of the final corner we go. We could potentially see an improvement here. We've got one more lap left after this one because we are actually able to finish our lap at the end of qualifying. We may not need to though. We go P1, a 1:13.7. I think that's 3, maybe 4 tenths faster than pole position at the moment. I think it was Barrichello I saw in pole position. We may not need to do another lap, and I hope not, because this first sector has been absolutely diabolical. We continue to push on because why not? We've got the lap anyway, we might as well push and see what happens. Turns out that is what's going to happen. We run wide at turn number 8 and lose our wheel on the outside barrier into the tunnel. But who cares? We've got a pole position at Monaco. Barrichello is... Oh fuck, it's Barrichello. Sorry, Barrichello. Just to appease the person in the comment section that doesn't like how I say Barrichello. I'm going to continue saying Barrichello throughout the rest of the season just to upset you. Thank you so much for the support on the videos. It means a lot. Not enough for me to not rage bet you, but it means a lot. Okay, here we are. So our second pole position of the season. Last time out, we threw it away and got P3. What can we do in Monaco? Let me know in the comments. Lights out, and away we go. We're expecting a strong start, and it's a short run down to turn 1. We're going to lead at turn 1. I mean, what was there to say at the start of Monaco? We make it to turn 1, all we need to do is not throw it into the barrier, and this should be a fairly boring race, but hopefully a very successful one. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting a win, because I'm famously quite bad on the tyre wear with this car in this game. But you know, just a decent result. I just wanted a race where I didn't really mess up. If the game was going to choose to fuck me over, I was going to have to just bend over and take it, because there's nothing you can do, especially with the penalty system. There's nothing you can do to just defend yourself against this game. You've just got to accept it. But opening first lap, it's been uneventful, and that's exactly what you want at Monaco when leading from pole position. There are minimal difficult corners in comparison to the AI or auto spin curbs. That's one, but we're going to try and ignore that one. We just got to pray that the AI don't dive bomb me into turn 1. If we can get a good route at the final corner, which seems to be a strong corner, as we found out in our Monaco video a few weeks ago. The final corner is a strong corner for the player. If we can just get some consistency going and, you know, just stay out of everything, what's the worst that could happen? I realise I'm asking a lot just for me to lock in and not make a mistake at Monaco on F1 Championship Edition, but if it's going to happen at any race, surely it's going to be the one that I've practiced. At the end of lap number 2, we still hold the lead, and we're actually opening the gap up to Barrichello. We are the lead car, and we are increasing the gap. We've set the fastest lap of the race by a comfortable margin. I mean, albeit it was my fastest lap to begin with, and it was off the start, so obviously it's going to be quite slow, but we are the fastest car on track currently. We've pulled away from the dive bombing danger zone of the F1 Championship Edition cars. I feel confident in this track. I feel confident in the car. The setup isn't fucking me over just yet. The tyres aren't worn. This is the chance for me to use my advantage and get away from the AI. Coming out the final corner to start lap number 7. Barrichello has stayed with us, but we've got a decent gap to him. Out of dive bomb danger. Things are going well. We are yet to make any sort of mistake. Yes, Barrichello has closed up to me, and unfortunately Schumacher is being pulled along with him, but it's fine currently. To be honest, so little's happening that I've just got nothing to actually acknowledge. I'm driving around Monaco and I'm being successful. I mean, it's understandable, I've got nothing to say. This isn't really a thing that's really happened all season, but I'm loving life at Monaco. What is there to say? The driving speaks for itself. I'm sort of rambling because I'm expecting me to mess up at some point in this clip, but I think it's just to highlight how brilliant my driving is. Like, nothing's happened. I really fucking hate myself. Okay, so we've run wide a little bit at the swim pool section. We've hit the inside barrier. God knows how we have not broken our car. We've damaged the rear wing slightly, but that's absolutely fine. We can work with that. We've held up every single person other than Rubens Barrichello, who has managed to take or guarantee himself an easy race win at Monaco. That was a horrific bottle, but we're still P2 and we're still in the race. Let's have a little review, shall we? I say review. I want to thumbnail this clusterfuck. We weren't able to reverse quick enough to block the Honda, but we were able to block everyone else, who then goes into the back of everyone else and causes everyone to either pick up damage or retire. And once again, we're just going to see how oblivious the AI are to yellow flags. They're just going to go full throttle into the back of everyone and just break their cars. I mean, what better clip is there to sum up F1 Championship Edition? So Barrichello is very nearly a full sector ahead of me, 11 seconds up the road. But we've got a comfortable lead to P3. That is, if even P3 is still in the race. Is Alonso in the race? I don't know. Is Fisichella in the race? Is Montoya? I genuinely don't know who is still in this race currently. Obviously there's going to be pit stops. A lot of cars have retired. We can see on the minimap a Renault has got through, so we can assume that is Fisichella. Alonso looks to be out. Albers is in P4, and I would love to talk you through the retirements, but I don't know. I'm looking at the minimap and I just could not tell you right now. 15 laps remaining and Barrichello had comfortably pulled away from me. We weren't worried about the race win anymore. We'd blown that, but a podium was still well within our sights if we kept it on track. The tyres were not being nice to me, obviously with that spin and the rear wing as well. It was very much drivable, but you can see even through the hairpin we're drifting around the... I really hate worn tyres in this game. They are incredibly difficult to drive because they give you absolutely no feel for when they're going to go. They just kind of go. But I mean, at least this time, this spin, we've held position. We've got a broken wing, but that's not going to affect us. We almost managed to get through to Q2 with a broken wing, so that's really not going to be an issue. The only issue is Fisichella is now quite comfortably closed up to the back of me. Obviously, he's in a much faster car. But in much better news, the next car would be Christian Albers, and if we lose the podium out to him, I'm going to kill myself. So as we come down the pit lane for our pit stop, we can see just how many drivers have actually retired based on how many cars are in the garage. It's great to see. It's going to be a slow pit stop thanks to the damage, but realistically it doesn't really matter because there's not really many cars out on track anymore. It's still going to be a good pit stop by, well, fixing damage standards. It's going to be a 12.8. We do have a chance of being jumped by a few cars of pit during that incident. Please, for the love of God, tell me he is not pit. So as we come across the line to start lap number 12, we're back up into P2. Barrichello, long gone. 52 seconds up the road, we don't care about him. Alonso, 1.4 seconds behind us, we very much care about him. The rest of my race consisted of being absolutely terrified of Fernando Alonso. That's basically it. Alonso didn't seem like he was going to pit again, and unfortunately, despite the worn tyres that he inevitably had, obviously the AI aren't going to be affected by that, so he was rapidly closing onto the back of me and terrifying me at every single braking zone. Despite this, we were still rather consistent. We weren't really making mistakes anymore. We'd got those mistakes out of the way. Never mind, I'd made a mistake, but we were able to, well, I say block Alonso. We've actually just taken him out of the race. That was incredibly clean. Can I do it again with Montoya? That would really take the pressure off, actually. Okay, so that's Alonso dealt with. Next up would be Montoya, who was in exactly the same position as Fernando Alonso. Obviously in a faster car than me and scaring me at every single braking zone. By this point, 7 laps remaining, I was starting to make mistakes. As you can see, my driving standards weren't too great, especially because my tyres were getting worn, and I was still losing the car somehow through the hairpin. I don't understand what's going on with my car. I was just losing the back end through corners that I didn't even know you could lose the back end. We pick up damage once again, it's not going to affect us, but more importantly we've lost out to P2 and P3. I wish I had an explanation. In fact I do. It was actually the setup I was using, which I'm pretty sure from Canada I realised what it was in the setup, so I have removed that change. And hopefully, from here on out, I will not be spinning anymore. I've basically been driving this car all season with wheel setups, which have absolutely no rear stability whatsoever. And obviously, being on a pad, you can't really feel the rear instability until it's already gone. So here's hoping from Canada next race. We won't be spinning quite as much. I'm sure that's going to age really well. Because of this setup blunder, it made for a very stressful final few laps as, of all people, Albers was the one challenging me for P4. Luckily, because he's in a much worse car, I was actually able to defend against him, thank God, and I didn't actually lose the car, at least majorly, for the rest of the race. Did we bottle a comfortable race win? Yes. Did we bottle a comfortable P2? Yes. Did we bottle a comfortable P3? Arguably no, because we were never in P3 for any meaningful time, but we take P4 at the Monaco Grand Prix. That is, I'll be honest, I was incredibly annoyed about that race. With no glitch whatsoever, 9 cars end up finishing the race. It is annoyingly Barrichello who wins the Monaco Grand Prix, 30 seconds ahead of Montoya, with even more frustrating Coulthard in the Red Bull taking the final podium spot. But you know, it's lore accurate. You can't be mad at that. We come home P4, our first points since Bahrain. Midlands F1, the most forgettable F1 team ever, score double points at Monaco, and still Super Aguri failed to score. In the standings, it obviously means not a lot really changes. Barrichello is the only one to score points in the top 8. He goes up to P4. Good job, Rubens. We go up to P9 with 11 points to my name after I hit my second points finish. Montero goes up to 12th with 4 points. Albers goes up to 14th with 3 points. In the Constructors, obviously Ferrari score no points, McLaren close up a little bit, Honda closes up massively, but realistically it's not going to really matter. Renault drop down to P4, but Toro Rosso move up to P5, 1 point ahead of Toyota, and 4 points ahead of Red Bull Racing. Absolutely beautiful. It also means, just as a fun fact for you, the race winners this season are taken up by all past, present or future Ferrari drivers. That means absolutely nothing, but I just thought it was noteworthy. It's not really. So that is our Monaco Grand Prix. We did bottle some points and a win and a podium, and we have bottled yet another pole position. Besides the point, it was a good race. And we found out why I lose the back end so much. So hopefully from this point on, we can get a lot more consistent. Next up, we're going to my home Grand Prix at Silverstone, a track that AI are reasonably good at. It's not going to be as easy as Monaco, but we are in a good run of tracks now. Hopefully I can gain some momentum and make a charge for, well, not the championship, just a better car. That's all I want. Please Marco, please promote me. I'm absolutely battering Coulthard and Clean. Wait, no I'm not. Coulthard beat me this race. Oh fuck.